Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm showing you an easy way to create a brown smoky eye, but in a light way. To start off, I'm using this rose water facial spray just to hydrate. Now I'm using this pore filling primer from LA Girl. I'm now just tapping it into her skin and mostly focusing just on her T-zone. I prefer to really push in the product by tapping it in rather than rubbing or swiping it on. Moving on to foundation, I'm using the Born to Glow by NYX, and this is in the shade Vanilla. I would say this is a medium coverage foundation, but it can be buildable. For concealer, I'm using the Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer from Maybelline, and this is in the shade 01. Now I'm just gonna blend this in with my sponge, and as you can see, it has such a nice finish and looks very flawless. The good thing about this concealer is that it is full coverage but does not feel heavy at all. Now I'm going to apply my favorite liquid highlighter from L'Oreal. This blends in really nicely. You can use your fingers to blend it, or a brush and a blender. All work perfectly, and it just gives that beautiful dewy wet look to the skin that everyone loves. Now I'm going to set the concealer with the Laura Mercier powder, and I'm just going to put a bit more to catch any fallout from the eyeshadow. I'm just lightly setting the rest of her face with the powder so it won't be cakey. I'm using one of my favorite bronzers. This one is from NYX, and I'm just gently applying it to the sides of her face and just bringing it down to her cheekbones and her jawline. Moving on to the eyes, I'm using one of my most beautiful palettes in my collection. I'm starting with the shade Sandalwood, and I'm just going to use this sort of like a transition shade. The key to blending your eyeshadow is using a very light hand. Always blend your eyeshadow using circular motions, and the windshield wiper motion and mix between them will be perfect. Now I'm taking the shade Cocoa and applying it close to the lash line and just blending it in that area. Now I took the first brush that I used and I'm just blending everything together. Now I took the shade Truffle, which is the black shade. I'm using it to line her lash line. Now I'm blending this upwards to give me that smudged liner effect. Tapping into the first shade I used, I'm just blending everything together. I'm using a bit of moon dust on a dry brush because I don't want the shimmer to be very intense. I'm just dusting off the excess powder underneath her eyes, and I'm going to go in with the shade Cocoa and Black Truffle, just applying it very close to her lash line. I applied the lash off camera, but this is what it looks like. I'm just lightly filling in her brows, giving it that feathery, natural look. I love using this blush because it adds a bit of glow to the skin. This is buildable, which gives you more control over the placement of the product. I'm all about glow, so of course I'm using this glow spray. To highlight the face, I'm using the Dior Backstage. This palette is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It gives such a beautiful, wet, dewy look that's not glittery. To create the perfect nude lip, I like to mix in colors. I'm using the darker lip contour from Huda Beauty, shade Spice Girl. I'm then going in with the super nude lipstick and applying it to the center of her lips. And then I'll take my lip brush and just blend in the two colors. Just adding the final touches now, inner corner highlight, and we're done. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's not top quality, but I will be working on that very soon. If any of you have any suggestions, any comments, let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!